A lot of people have been waiting to buy a Nintendo Switch 2. Some people are waiting for more games, some are hoping for a price drop, and others just aren't convinced it's worth upgrading from the original Switch. It's now been over a year since the console launched, which means that launch hype is gone and we can finally judge it for what it really is. So today, I'm going to answer one simple question. Is the Nintendo Switch 2 now worth it? There are 3 points I'll go over. Games, prices, and competition. And I will go over the competition just a tiny bit because there will be a new video out soon based only on the competition anyway. After 1 year, is the Switch 2 now worth it? I feel like a lot of people skip down the Switch 2, either because of the price or the competition, or maybe they were waiting on the right games. The Switch 2 brought bangers to start off with, Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. If you are someone wanting and waiting for the next 3D Mario to buy a Switch 2, I strongly recommend getting one for Donkey Kong Bonanza. Playing through it really felt like Odyssey in a way, and it felt like Bonanza took up that 3D Mario slot. And if you have heard the rumors, it looks like a 3D Mario is on the way, seeming like early 2027. If you are someone waiting on that game, get one now before the price jump in September. After that, we didn't get much. That was very good, like Age of Imprisonment, Kirby Air Riders, and Metroid Prime 4. All of those are receiving around a 70 on Metacritic, and lots of people, including myself, didn't like some of those. Year 1 did not fully disappoint, but I think if you're waiting for the library to grow, Year 2, the Switch 2 is now your chance. The library is already giant if you count all the Switch 1 games with backwards compatibility, and all the Switch 2 editions we got to enhance that gameplay. With Mario Kart World, Nintendo is still releasing updates, and Donkey Kong Bonanza, there was DLC so fast, and the update for the DLC just shows that Nintendo is going to support their games, and I think that will continue to do so in the future and with future games. The future library of this console is shaping to be really good, with the new Yoshi, Star Fox, Ocarina of Time, new Switch Sports, Fire Emblem, and Splatoon Raiders, with the rumored new 2D Metroid and 3D Mario, and possibly a Luigi's Mansion. The Switch 2 game-wise is really starting to turn up, and I'm getting very excited for the future of and game releases. The Switch 2 so far has brought out pretty good 3D party support also, like Resident Evils, Cyberpunk, Indiana Jones, Elden Ring, 007, Final Fantasy Remake, Lego Batman, and all the mainline EA Sports games. If you're someone waiting on games, get the Switch 2 now. There are games definitely there, but yes, even if the games are great, something that can still scare people away are the prices. I've touched on this before, but the Nintendo Switch was $300. Very reasonable price for then, and still is. The Switch OLED a few years later launched at $350, improving few things like the Ethernet port, better kickstand, and that OLED screen. The Switch 2 released a few years later after that, and started and currently is $450, for a $100 increase with a much better all-around console and much needed upgrade to match the competition. This price makes so much sense. Yes, some games launch at $80 like Mario Kart World and Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, that is if you buy the physical version, and you had around a year to buy the Mario Kart bundle to get the game for $50. Recently, the games releasing have been $50 digital, and it seems like it may continue with all the backlash with Mario Tennis Fever prices and similar. If you're a digital collector, this console is also now for you. With the changes to the pricing and how they charge more for their physical copies, which do include more, this will favor you. The new SD card change is annoying, but it's also needed for this console. Without the SD Express, it won't run as fast and load times are longer. And if you are mad about the prices of the accessories like the camera and Pro Controller, good news, you don't have to buy the camera. And you can almost use any camera that can plug into the Switch. And the Switch comes with a controller. You don't need it, but if you enjoy multiplayer or want a nice controller, it is super good controller and I really like it and recommend it. The price is reasonable, and I think you should pick this up, and I don't think the price should get in the way of you wanting this console. The prices are not going to drop ever. They will only ever go up, and so far that's been true. So yeah, this console is going to go up in price, but so is everyone else in the competition. The price increase is fractionally smaller than the price increase for the other consoles. Even with the price jump, it's still the cheapest console out there. The Switch 2 is the new console, way newer than the other competition releasing in 2020. If you want the new thing, the Switch 2 is for you. Nintendo beats out the competition in many ways, which is going to be my next video, so stay tuned. And this really is a good console and can play good games from good companies. And they're the best prices out there for general hardware and software, and is doing great things and will continue to do so. To end this off, I will answer the question, should you buy one now or should you wait? If you want a new console and want to enjoy the new games at the best prices, get one now. If you are waiting for a brand new 3D Mario or such, get one now. They are on the horizon and the price increase will start soon. I don't think anyone should wait to get one for any reason. There's a good library of games to play now, so if you're thinking about getting one, just do it now before it gets more expensive and it gets overwhelmed with new games. Get one now and enjoy the new console, and I promise you may or may not regret it.